بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. So let us continue our discussion about zakah, and hopefully we can finish it by today or tomorrow maximum. Now, if you remember, we said the zakah is a certain percentage or certain percentages taken from certain types of wealth at certain times to be given to certain people. So, with some conditions. Obviously, or yesterday or the day before yesterday, we discussed the types of wealth that are considered to be zakatable. The zakatable types of wealth. And with that, we discussed the percentage or the percentages. And we made it easy regarding this issue or this question of hawl. And we said, set a date. Do you remember that, brothers? Yes? Yes. Set a date and just calculate. And we mentioned the calculation, the value, the cash, plus the value of gold and silver, plus the current or the market value of your commercial commodities, plus what? Stocks and shares, the value of stocks and shares, if you have any. Add to that any money others owe you. They are going to what? To give it to you within the coming 12 months. Subtract from it, if you want, any money you owe others. Yeah? Any money you owe others due to debt, of course. And you are supposed to give it to them within the coming 12 months. Now, let us briefly talk about the recipients of zakah. Who is eligible to receive the zakah? Obviously, it's not anyone. Allah Jalla wa Ala decided that in the Quran. One of the tabi'een, his name is Maymun ibn Mahran. He used to be a very eloquent person, like Al-Hasan al-Basri. So Maymun ibn Mahran said that Allah Jalla wa Ala did not allow any human interference in the distribution of zakah. He took upon him to what? To decide who is eligible to receive zakah. So those who are eligible to receive zakah, they are decided by the divine, by Allah, which means that it is a serious matter. Okay? It is a serious matter. Allah Jalla wa Ala mentioned in Surah, which surah? At-Tawbah. Allah Jalla wa Ala mentioned the categories of who? Of those who are eligible to receive zakah. إنما الصدقات, sadaqat here means what? Zakah. للفقراء, for the very poor people. والمساكين, they are poor, but not as poor as the first category. Yes? وَالْعَامِلِينَ عَلَيْهَا, those who are appointed by the Muslim leader to collect the zakah. Of course, there are conditions for that. Okay? وَالْعَامِلِينَ عَلَيْهَا وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُم وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُم. This is a category that is concerned two types of people. Those who want to enter Islam, but they were a bit reluctant. So if we give them money, they will be encouraged to come to Islam. Or those who just accepted Islam, but their Islam is weak, if we give them money, which is zakah in this case, then they will be firm on their deen. Okay? وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُم وَفِي الرِّقَابِ. وَفِي الرِّقَابِ means freeing slave people. وَالْغَارِمِينَ, those who have debts. Of course, not any debt, yeah, certain types of debt. وَالْغَارِمِينَ وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ is what? Sabilillah is what normally in the Quran? Jihad. Don't be afraid. Yeah, but when it comes in the Quran, لما تيجي في القرآن تخص الجهاد. ما طيب. So في سبيل الله is what we said? Jihad. And then what? The eighth one? وابن السبيل. وابن السبيل is who? Is the traveler. Yeah? وابن السبيل is the traveler. See, brothers and sisters, in Sharia, in Quran, in Sunnah, when Allah Jalla wa Ala mentions categories like this, you need to pay attention. It means that Allah Jalla wa Ala is not leaving a space for ijtihad in this matter. Yeah, He is clarifying it to you in details, to us in details. Okay? So that's why the matter of those who receive or who are eligible to receive zakah is quite what? Is quite sensitive. I see so many wrong practices of giving zakah. Yes, among the wrong practices, some people, maybe out of sympathy, they sympathize with a person who is in need, but not necessarily one of the categories of zakah, and they give him. One project, I mentioned to the brothers that there was a project to dig water wells. This is not a zakatable, is not eligible for zakah. Spending on madrasas, and schools is not eligible for zakah. The categories for zakah are listed as we mentioned. This is number one. Number two, the Prophet ﷺ in Hadith Mu'adh, when he sent him to Yemen, he gave him instructions how to collect zakah. He said, tell them that there is a zakah due in their wealth to be taken from the wealthy people to be given to what? The poor people. Hence, the scholar said, the zakah has a one key condition, which is what? At-tamlik. At-tamlik means what? You give it cash. To what? To the recipients of zakah. Unless there is a need that has to be dealt with carefully and separately. But, for example, there is a poor person. He needs an operation. He needs an operation. You think that if you give him money, he will use it for an operation, so you pay for his operation. No. Give him the money, it is up to him. Is that clear? There is a village, they need cottages or shelters. This is many of our organizations do this. They collect money and they build shelters for certain villages in Syria, in Palestine, in other places, Burma. No. That is not eligible for zakah. You give them money and it is up to them to build shelters or not. Yes, in certain circumstances, when they cannot transfer cash into certain areas, there has to be a process to what? To confirm that those people cannot receive cash, and hence what is the alternative? This is the alternative. But to assume that they need shelters, let us what? Let us give them, let us build shelters for them. No. And there is a philosophy behind this. Allah Jalla wa Ala does not want you to control the poor people. Allah Jalla wa Ala wants them to be independent, yes, and to have their own dignity as well. Give them the money and let them decide what they need to do with that money. Of course, exceptions don't make what? Rules. Exceptions to be dealt with separately. Okay? Inshallah, we can elaborate on that, inshallah, tomorrow. Jazakumullah khairan.